I'm not a nigger.
I am not a bitch.
I'm not terrorist.
I'm not an illegal.
I'm not a fag.
Stand in awe instead of in judgment of one another. Why? Humans are extraordinary. You are extraordinary. But instead of standing in awe, we judge. I believe our judgments, our prejudices, encompass 5 aspects of humanity: race, religion, gender, socioeconomic status, and sexual orientation. Disparities abound today based on these differences. Think about it. Charlie Hebdo, Boko Haram, Eric Garner, Trayvon Martin, Balbir Singh Sodhi. September 15th, 2001, Sodhi is shot dead in his gas station 4 days after 9/11 for being, quote, a towel-head terrorist. Little did that gunman know, Sodhi was a Sikh whose entire meaning and purpose in life was to seek peace. We are all different. We are all unique. But in the end, we are the same. We are human. We are one humanity. Now, in the beginning, we all start small. And then we all end. We do it all over the world, every single day. We do it differently because we are unique. But in fact, we are the same. We are human. I am a photographic messaging artist. In my photographs, I focus on capturing human oneness. In my art, I try to confront prejudice with tolerance and understanding. You see, judgment is not always bad. In fact, good judgment can help our world survive. But when judgment is based on the fear of the other and used to cause harm or even death, it is wrong. In my work, I love to focus on people. In my first book, Rare, I decided to juxtapose images of wild animals with rare individuals. You see, we have this fascination of the wild animal. We actually stand in awe of them. So I believed if every wild animal image was paired with an image of a rare individual, maybe we would begin to stand in awe of the rarest animal of all, the human. I also love to focus on faces, on stories. We all have a story because we all are extraordinary. I wish I could photograph every face on this earth and stack the images into gigantic piles and pound 4 holes in each. 2 holes for the eyes, 1 hole for the nose, and 1 hole for the mouth. 4 holes. It would look something like this. This is OOMO, OOMO, out of many, one. Now, my story begins in 1979. My family moved from South Bend, Indiana to Irvine, California, 2 vastly different locations. But at the core of humanity, the feelings and the emotions were the same for me. I was 11 years old and in the 6th grade. School had already begun. But the day I started, it was photo retake day. I will never forget that day. The first few weeks were typical new kid stuff. But the day the class photo was released, everything changed. You see, the popular girls decided that I had green skin. Top row, second column, the girl in the green sweater. As a photographer, I look at that photograph and I see an 11-year-old girl with really bad hair, with braces, and really bad lighting. Green skin? Not so much. But you see, the popular girls had already labeled me. I was the girl with green skin. In fact, one of the girls decided to give a report in class, and she titled her presentation, "The Girl with the Green Skin." The taunting and teasing continued, and it actually got much worse. In fact, I don't think I've ever worn the color green since that day. The teachers did nothing, so I finally decided I would tell my mom. And what she said to me that day changed my life forever. How do you think they feel? There must be something going on in their own lives that is causing them to act that way. Instead, let's be more concerned for them rather than for ourselves. Wow. I didn't think that's what my mom was going to say. In fact, I actually didn't want to listen to her. But the more I thought about her words, the more I realized something. My mom taught me to think about the other. My mom taught me the importance of being human. Now, imagine me, an 11-year-old white middle-class girl in Irvine, recognizing what it feels like to be judged based on the color of one's skin. It hurts. Judgments have gone on since the beginning of man. In fact, this is why I believe bullying continues to this day. This is why racial injustice is rampant throughout the world. This is why religious intolerance is everywhere. This is why gender inequality still exists today. This is why the economic divide continues to grow. This is why hurt people hurt people. This is not good for our world. This is not good for humanity. This is why I created OOMO. I like to think big, but I started small. I started in LA, and I started with my OOMO Cube. Now, OOMO in my dreams is going to be a worldwide campaign based on human oneness. But we decided to start with my OOMO Cube, based in downtown Los Angeles and Little Tokyo. The cube begs you to interact with it, to touch it, to spin it, to turn it. You see, on 5 sides are images, my images, of people's faces based on the 5 aspects of humanity: race, religion, gender, socioeconomic status, and sexual orientation. The 6th side is solid mirror. You see, OOMO begs you to see the oneness in humanity in the images, but more importantly, to see yourself in OOMO. OOMO asks you to be one, but to be you in the oneness. Now, I like to think even bigger. And my next project, next dream, is to have a sponsor underwrite the production of digital OOMO cubes and place them in every major city throughout the world. Digital OOMO cubes allow you to upload your face onto any cube in the world via your phone, your computer, or even the cubes themselves. Imagine if you could look at the rest of the world. You could look at the others through OOMO cubes. This is not Facebook. This is not Instagram. This is not you choosing your friends. This is you seeing yourself, with the others. You see, I believe something special happens when people look each other in the eye. I believe our judgments, our prejudices can begin to subside, even if just for a couple of minutes. Imagine if a couple of minutes turns into a couple of hours, or a couple of days, or a couple of years. We could begin to change the way people view the others. You see, I believe people understand one another's differences. Differences in our race, differences in our gender, differences in our socioeconomic status, differences in our beliefs, and differences in our sexual orientation. But sadly, not everyone accepts those differences. Judgments have gone on since the beginning of man, but today it is no longer a simple equation of us versus them. Today, it is us and them. I truly believe the world needs OOMO. I actually think the world wants OOMO. Just the other day, and as we all know, sometimes messages and signals are sent to us. I was handed change at the store, and I happened to look at the dollar bill in my hand. And someone had written on the dollar bill that the store clerk gave me, "Do unto others as if you were the others." And I realized what we are trying to do here helps us not fail our tomorrow. Let's not fail our children. We can do this through art. I hope OOMO Cubes will help people create an understanding of humanity, an understanding of human oneness, an understanding that out of many we are one, green skin and all. So be one, but be you. Think big, start small. Thank you.